फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आँचल वीरहरूको रगतले स्वतन्त्र र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बाहुन जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ मिसाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली
सर्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सय थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आँचल वीरहरूको रगतले स्वतन्त्र र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बाहुन जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ मिसाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Dr. Mai Al-Ghadrani, Mr. Galal Goma, veteran artist of Egypt, Mr. Ashraf Talat, photographer, who is coming slightly late today, DG representative of multinational force and observers, Mr. Bradley C. Lynch and Helen, Mr. Fauzi Morsi, my dear friend Mr. Yasser Allah, where are you?
I'm here.
My dear friends, Mr. Ahmad Yassa and Madame Yassa.
Thank you.
Representatives of diplomatic missions, members of the Nepali community, friends from the media, a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you for coming. Let me begin by telling you a story. This is the story of Tintin. Many years ago, a passenger plane traveling to Europe crashes into the Himalayas. It turns out that Tintin's young friend, Chinese friend, Chang, was on board the aircraft. Tintin is worried. What happened to his friend, Chang? To rescue his friend in the Himalayas, Tintin travels to Kathmandu with his friends, and there they meet a Sherpa called Harki. All of them trek to the site of wreckage in the mountains. After a perilous search, they find Chang, who is alive but sick, and the Yeti with a Yeti in the mountain cave who has been taking care of Chang and protecting him all along, a fact which Tintin and his friends realize only late. Eventually, because this is a happy ending, Tintin and his friends reach the cave and carry off the ailing Chang to safety and civilization, leaving the poor Yeti behind. As they depart, the Yeti, who had nursed and protected the sick man, watches from afar, sad and lonely. Tintin is a tale of friendship and humanity, and curiously, it is without villains. It tells the story that faith and hope are able to conquer all obstacles, and that preconceived judgments of others are often the fruit of ignorance. In this case of the Yeti, who they have imagined otherwise was in fact superbly kind and generous. Why am I telling this story? I'm telling this story because one of our distinguished guests in this event today, Mr. Ashraf Talat, read the story of Tintin when he was 9 or 10 years old in Egypt, and ever since he wanted to travel to the Himalayas when he grew up. Did he go to Nepal? Did he go to the Himalayas? Yes, he did. Like Tintin, he went to Nepal and many times. And this year alone, Mr. Ashraf visited Nepal 2 times. Now, like Tintin, he has met many friends in Nepal, and he has captured photographs from Nepal, which are on display today. Unfortunately, Mr. Ashraf could not come today early on because he is in the hospital waiting to see the doctor as he got sick suddenly. And along with Mr. Ashraf, there are new gentlemen, there are new photographers like Mr. Yasser Allah, who also went to Nepal and took pictures, and they're also here, and their pictures are also here today with us. In March, April, Mr. Ashraf visited Upper Mustan, and Mustan is a district in northern Nepal beyond the Himalayas and is known for its pristine beauty and the unique lifestyle of its people. In May again, Mr. Ashraf flew to Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha, and captured its syncretic sights and ancient vibes. Probably, if Mr. Ashraf can come today, we will hear from him directly about his adventures. If not, we will watch his videos, which we have with us. Ashraf has traveled to over 103 countries for his photographic projects about human interest and living heritage. His work has been exhibited worldwide, and part of his photographs have been collected in many books, magazines, and documentaries. Mr. Ashraf has received 153 awards, including a fellowship of the Royal Photographic Society of Great Britain in documentary and visual journalism in 2007 for 40 years, and Grand Prix of Kodak Egypt 2004. To Mr. Ashraf, a warm welcome. Let me now introduce Mr. Galal Gomez, a veteran Egyptian artist, adept not only in creating extraordinary art in traditional medium, but is also incredibly talented in creating art with wire, woods, and stones. Salma, do you have a specimen? Yes. This is an example. And can you imagine who this is?
You?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Galal Gomez. Let us give him a warm welcome. Galal Gomez has made valuable contributions in novel forms of art, and we're truly honored to have your presence here. Let me now introduce my friend Mr. Fauzi Morsi, and colleagues and his friends as well. So we have more than 18 caricature artists today, along with Mr. Fauzi, who are all master artists and whose creativity we've seen today in the embassy. They've imagined many well-known Nepali figures and cartoons, which are all on display, and among them is Dr. Sandeep Ruit. Dr. Ruit is known in Nepal as the god of sight. The winner of the Ramon Magsaysay Award, Dr. Ruit has restored the eyesight of over 200,000 people across Asia and Africa using small incision cataract surgery. So he is depicted in 3 different versions today. Also depicted today are Tenzing Norgay Sherpa, the first climber of Mount Everest, along with Edmund Hillary, and Asangla Musherpa, the first Nepali woman to do so. The first Nepali poet Bhanuvakta Acharya Kumari, the fashion designer Prabal Guru, singer Narayan Gopal, and many more have also been featured. I hope this exhibition will provide an opportunity for our Egyptian friends to know a little more about Nepal and its unique history, culture, and people. Let me introduce all the artists who contributed to this event today, either by producing art or through their valuable presence today. Hassan Farouk, Hani Abdel Gawad, Shaina Shafi, Khadir Hassan, Ahmed Gaisa, Ahmed Mustafa, Habib Yahya, Mustafa Al-Sheikh, Ahmed Olvi, Nora Makram, Marwa Ibrahim, Safiya Yahya, Ahmed Samir Farid, Khalid Al-Mursafi, Khalid Salam, Amal Sameed, Mona Shaheen, Amna Saad, Sunny Abdul Ghani, Mara Azaldeen, Matta Ibrahim, Saeed Badawi, Ahmed Goma, and Kamal Gabar. Without Fauzi and his team, this event would neither have been conceived nor materialized. My sincere thanks to you, Mr. Fauzi, and all the caricature artist friends. Let me now introduce my friend Yasser Ala Mubarak, who is joined all the way from Alexandria. Mr. Mubarak is an award-winning photographer. He has won several photography prizes, including from the National Geographic, Sony World and Royal Photographic Society, International Federation of Photographic Art, and Photographic Society of America. He has given photography workshops in schools in many countries, including Nepal, in the National School of Photography in Nepal and Kantipur Film Academy. Yasser Allah visited Nepal recently during the festival of Shivaratri, and his photographs of sadhus, renunciate monks in and around the sacred Pashupatinath temple are on display today. Please let us give him another round of applause. Let me take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Mai Albatran, Honorable Member of the Egyptian House of Representatives, or Member of Parliament, for her kind presence. I've been honored with your support for this event, Excellency, for which I'd like to express my deepest regards and sincere appreciation. I'd also like to take this occasion to sincerely thank Mr. Amin, the director of October magazine, for his valuable support and for his kind presence. To come back to the story of Tintin, like in the story of Tintin, the history of Nepal-Egypt friendship is a story of pure friendship and cooperation. Many people have contributed in strengthening our friendship in the past, and many more are doing so now. Among them are all the amazing artists and photographers participating into this event. To all the artists who contributed to the success of today's event, as well as everyone who is present here, I'm truly grateful to you. Please accept my sincere appreciation and thanks for helping strengthen friendship between Nepal and Egypt in your own special ways. With your support, friendship, and cooperation, there is every reason to believe that the bilateral relations and ties between our countries will continue to grow and flourish in the days to come. Last but not the least, I'm really grateful to my journalist friends, Ahmed, Abdulhai, Amira, and Mr. Ihab, as well as Rifat, for kindly coming today. And Ghada, Mrs. Ghada from Oscar TV. Please convey my regards to Mr. El Shamahi, Mohammed El Samahi, the president of the channel, for his kind support. So with this, I'd like to thank you again for your kind presence, and I hope that Nepal-Egypt friendship will continue to grow and flourish in the days to come with your valuable cooperation and support and contribution. Thank you.
फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आँचल वीरहरूको रगतले स्वतन्त्र र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि धरै पहाडी माला अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल महाकाली सयथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभौमै भइएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको अचल तीरहरूको रगतल स्वतन्त्र र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि धरै पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहुजाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ मिसाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल
مساء الخير مشاهدي قناة أوسكار سينما، أهلا وسهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامج ليالي المهرجان. ليالي المهرجان النهاردة بيغطي معرض مهم جدا واحتفالية مهمة جدا، حدث فني مهم في سفارة نيبال بمصر. هو وجود معرض كبير بيقام في سفارة نيبال بيقدم شخصيات مهمة نيبالية على أيادي مصرية. اللي راسم الشخصيات النيبالية دي فنانين مصريين، سواء صور فوتوغرافيا أو كاريكاتير أو بالسلك. فالحقيقة احنا بنحيي طبعا سيادة سفير سوشيال لامسال على النشاط الفني الكبير اللي هو بيسعى ليه دايما، ودلوقتي هتتشرف قناة أوسكار بهذا الحوار الممتع، وتابعوني مع هذا الحوار مع سيادة السفير. أهلا وسهلا سيادة السفير.
So much.
Hello, Mr. Ambassador. Today we are welcoming the Ambassador of Nepal in Egypt, Mr. Sushil Lamsal. Hello.
Hello.
Firstly, is the first time in Egypt?
Actually, this is my first posting in Egypt. I came to Egypt in 2022, so it's been almost 2 years now.
Tell us about the excellent bilateral relation between Nepal and Egypt.
Nepal and Egypt are age-old friends. We have excellent bilateral relations based on trust, friendship, and cooperation. We have cooperative relations in different fields such as agriculture, education, and medicine, and so on. We cooperate in international forums for mutual interest. And in the last couple of years, we've also seen increasing exchanges between our two countries in fields such as tourism and people-to-people exchanges in different fields.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think of the current level of art cinema in Egypt?
I think Egypt is an important hub for cinema and art in the whole region, the Middle Eastern region. And I'm very happy to see that the cinema industry in Egypt is growing and it's innovating in different ways. I have the privilege of watching some movies so far, and they strike me as wonderful in terms of character portrayal, in terms of plot, in terms of showing and depicting the society in a very detailed and interesting way.
Which touristic places or landmark did you visit here in Egypt, and which one did you like the most?
It's very difficult to say which one is better than the other because I think each of the touristic attractions here is important in itself. I've visited several places, for example, Luxor, Aswan, Alexandria, different places in Cairo. I've been to Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada, Marsa Alam. And I'm also
Marsa Alam.
Yeah, Marsa Alam.
New Alamein.
And New Alamein as well. I've been there, and I'm planning to go to Siwa soon. So all of them have their own important characteristic, historical, cultural. The civilizational history begins in Egypt. So it has so much of spectacular and amazing, attractive places that I've enjoyed visiting all of them.
Welcome all time in Egypt, Mr. Ambassador. Mr. Ambassador, you have met the Minister of Health and the Minister of Immigration and the Minister of Youth and Sports in Egypt. So, When you spoke to them, which cooperations ways have you and the Egyptian ministers discussed?
So I've also met with the Minister for Electricity and Renewable Energy as well. So I have met with all these ministers to explore
It's very important subject.
explore cooperative relations in different fields. For example, we have many students in medicine in Cairo. So with the health minister, we discussed about further promoting cooperation in bilateral exchanges in this field, in medical education. We're very grateful to the Egyptian government because many Nepali students receive scholarships from the Egyptian government for studying medicine in Cairo. And I've also met with the Minister for Higher Education of Egypt, in which we discussed about these cooperative relations, as well as students who are studying at Al-Azhar University. So there are a dozen students from Nepal studying in Al-Azhar. And with the Minister for Youth and Sports, we discussed about promoting exchanges in agricultural fields. There are many Nepali technical experts who come to Egypt to study and train in agricultural sciences. And with the Minister of Youth and Sports, we discussed about promoting relations in youth and sports fields, because both Nepal and Egypt are important countries in terms of having a very young population. And there are different areas of cooperation in which we have discussed exploring cooperation. I'm very happy that the Honorable Ministers of Egypt have been very welcoming and very accommodative, and they've all accepted our proposals for initiating further cooperation in these fields.
Mr. Ambassador, did the artworks presented today match your expectation?
Absolutely. We have actually two kinds of artworks today. And one kind is photography made by Egyptian photographers in Nepal, pictures taken in Nepal by Egyptian photographers Ashraf Talat and Yasser Allah Mubarak.
Yasser Allah.
Here today for the exhibition. And on the other hand, we've also caricature artists who have depicted some important, prominent Nepali public figures. And I have seen all of them, and they're on display today, and they're wonderful. I think they evoke very imaginative aspects of the public figures, as well as of the different things that they have depicted in Nepal's culture, heritage, and nature.
Tell me about the importance of art for development and progress among peoples.
Now, this is a very difficult question, but everybody knows that art is the essence of life. Because, art makes life meaningful. And some people tend to think that art may not be productive in itself because it doesn't have a revenue-generating capacity in and out of itself. But I believe that is a very limiting thought, because art helps us grow and flourish. It evokes the imaginative aspects of humanity. And I think promoting art education, promoting artworks, and promoting exchanges of art between different civilizations, societies, and countries helps us understand better and appreciate better the culture of a different country. And I think this is one of the reasons why there has been so much of emphasis on promoting cultural and artistic exchanges. This event which we are organizing is also aimed at enhancing understanding and appreciation of Nepal in Egypt. And I hope that after visiting the exhibition, the visitors will be able to understand a little bit more about what Nepalese look like, what their features are, what are the cultural traits, and what are the defining features of the country.
I'm totally agree with you, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you for carrying this exhibition. I mean, you're covering this exhibition. I'm sure that your audience will appreciate and understand a little bit more about Nepal and its culture through this exhibition, the coverage of this exhibition.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you, and nice to meet you today.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your support.
تحياتي. كان معنا سفير نيبال بمصر سيادة السفير سوشيال لمسال.
फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली
सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूको रगतले स्वतन्त्र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि धरै पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ निसार अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली
सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूको रगतले स्वतन्त्र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि धरै पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ निसार अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो।
مساء الخير مشاهدي قناة أوسكار سينما. النهاردة تقيم سفارة نيبال بمصر احتفالية مهمة جدا، احتفالية فنية مهمة، معرض كبير بعنوان المنحنيات والأسلاك. المعرض ده بيعرض صور لأهم الشخصيات النيبالية على أيدي فنانين ونجوم مصريين. فنانين المصريين الكبار هم اللي رسموا الشخصيات دي، رسموها سواء بالكاريكاتير أو بالصور الفوتوغرافية أو بالأسلاك. الحقيقة المعرض جميل جدا وأسماء كبيرة هي اللي قامت بهذا العمل الجميل والفريد. معايا النهاردة الفنان التشكيلي الكبير اسمه علم في عالم الفن التشكيلي، الفنان جلال جمعة. أهلا وسهلا يا أستاذ جلال.
بيك يا فندم.
مبروك التكريم اللي حضرتك خدته النهارده.
بيكي انا يعني مبسوط جدا ان في تقدير من معالي السفير. هو زارني في بيت جلال وعملت له بورتريه، والحقيقه شخصيه جميله جدا، متواضعه جدا.
حضرتك لازم تكلمنا عن سيادة السفير سوشيال لمسال، لأن الحقيقة الناس كلها بتتكلم على إنه هو له مواصفات إنسانية خاصة وفي نفس الوقت ثقافية خاصة أخرى. فبما إن حضرتك على دراية بيه فيا ريت حضرتك تكلمني عن الحتة دي.
هو الحقيقة لا يعني أنا فوجئت، أنا ما كنتش أعرف يعني إنه يطلع الدور بحاله عشان يوصل لي، واحنا ما فيش سابق علاقة ما بيننا. فده يعني مجهود انا قدرته بصراحة، وقدرت تعبه ومعاناته في الطلوع، لكن لقيته شخصية جميلة جدا، محب للجميع، مبتسم دايما، عنده طموحات زي الشباب، زي الشباب الصغير. فدي انا عجبني الشخصيه كلها على بعضيها كده. وبعدين احنا التقينا مره واحده في بيت جلال، لكن هو ما نسينيش وكرمني هنا في السفاره. فانا بشكره جدا جدا على ذوقه وعلى تقديره ليا.
يا أستاذ جلال، حضرتك قدمت فن كبير في الفن التشكيلي، وشوفنا دلوقتي فوق بورتريه معمول بالسلك لسيادة السفير. قول لي، وانت بتقدم على انك هتعمل البورتريه ده وهتشارك في المهرجان ده او في المعرض ده، قول لي حضرتك كنت بتفكر في ايه وبتحضر له ازاي؟
هو كله على فكرة محض الصدفة. يعني كوني أنا عملت له بورتريه بالسلك أو بالخامة اللي أنا بستخدمها في أعمالي، واتبسط بيه جدا وكان غريب بالنسبة له يعني. وبعدين أنا يعني هو كان قاعد قدامي وأنا بعمله لايف كده، يعني في 10 دقايق البورتريه كان خلص. فهو ما كانش مصدق يعني السرعه دي. انا برسم بالسلك، يعني بدل القلم بمسك خامتي المفضله.
احترافيه يا استاذ جلال، يعني احترافيه مطلقه ان حضرتك تخلص العمل في 10 دقائق ويطلع بهذا الشكل الرائع اللي احنا شفناه الحقيقه.
انا عايز اقول لحضرتك حاجه، انا عملت تقريبا لجميع السفراء، كلهم بيزوروني في البيت، واخرهم الاسبوع اللي فات سفير بلجيكا كان موجود عندي واسرته. ويعني انا اصبح لي اصدقاء كتير جدا من جميع دول العالم.
هل شايف ان الفن بيوصل الشعوب ببعضها؟
اكيد اكيد، هي الحضارات بتتنقل عن طريق الفن والثقافه، وتبادل الخبرات. لازم يعني يبقى لهم تأثير كبير جدا، ولازم نتبادل الفنانين، يعني الفنانين يروحوا هناك، فنانين يجوا من هنا ونتعرف على الفنون اللي ما شفناهاش او ما كانش لنا الحظ ان احنا نعرفها. ومن هنا بتبتدي الحضارات تتطور ويطلع الجديد. ما لما اللي ملوش لازم اعرف ايه اللي اتعمل عشان اعمل حاجه تانية.
كل ده بيساعد في تطور الشعوب.
هي دي فرصة لأي فنان إن هو يتفاعل مع الفنون الأخرى، بحيث إن هو ينتج فن خاص بيه وفي شخصيته وشخصية وطنه وبلده. فهي مش هتطلع غير كده بتبادل الخبرات.
هل شايف ايه رأيك في فكرة المعرض؟ يعني فنانين مصريين هم اللي يرسموا بالكاريكاتير او بالاسلاك او صور فوتوغرافية لشخصيات نيبالية مهمة. حضرتك شايف الفكرة ايه رأيك فيها؟
الفكرة هو تكريم للشخصيات، لان هي مش شخصيات عادية، هي شخصيات عملت حاجة أثرت في نيبال. فده بيعتبر نوع من التكريم المصريين للشخصيات الفذة اللي خدمت الإنسانية، خدمت وطنها، خدمت الحضارة.
بس كان ممكن يجيبوا يعملوا المعرض ده ويجيبوا فنانين نيباليين هم اللي يرسموا وهيبقوا ولاد بلدهم، فهتبقى في دراية أكتر. لكن اختيارهم لفنانين مصريين أنا شايفة إن ده خارج الصندوق، تفكير جديد خارج الصندوق.
ما هو ده من واجب الملحق الثقافي مثلا النيبالي، هو شغلته كده. يعني لما بيروح بلد عايز يعمل علاقات ثقافية، فهم يبعتوا واحنا نبعت، هم يعرفوا عننا واحنا نعرف عنهم، وبالتالي بترتفع وترتقي الدول.
كل الشكر لوجودي النهارده قدام الفنان الكبير جلال جمعة، اتشرفت بلقائي معاك.
يا رب، ربنا يبارك لك، انا متشكر جدا، وان شاء الله يعني دايما بتقدمي حاجات كويسه ان شاء الله.
تحياتي. وكان معنا الفنان التشكيلي الكبير جلال جمعة، فانتظروني في لقاء آخر. تحياتي.
फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली
सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूको रगतले स्वतन्त्र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि धरै पहाडी माला अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बाहुन जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छ मिसारा अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली
सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयथुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सर्वभूमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदा